People, I forgot to go live. Now we're back live on Facebook.
That's funny.
Well, hey, Facebook, we're back on the air. We've been on the air.
Yeah, we've been on there.
Give us a call at 888
247
8712.
If you wanna join us in this bike event, or maybe even organize it, give us a call. Let us know your thoughts. I thought we could make some T-shirts that just said "biking while," and then just an arrow pointing up.
Biking while.
Biking while with just a blank line that you could like write something in yourself.
Whatever. Or just leave it blank, and it's just, I guess up to that person. You know what I mean? But I like the idea where you're going with it because, that takes nothing. That's quick. That can take off fast.
But, biking
Riding
while.
a bike. Biking while, ...
What would yours be? Biking while.
Well, I don't get any problem biking because when I'm biking, I'm on
He's in California.
Yeah, and then when I'm on a regular bike, you know what I mean? I'm on a street bike, so I haven't really been riding a bicycle. So I don't
live in the hood.
But I ride there. I ride in the hood all the time.
There's a difference.
I ride all the time. I still don't get new issues, but I haven't been riding a bicycle in the hood. So I will say that I have not.
But you live in California.
I don't ride a bike around everything. I'm downtown, so everything is just right in walking distance. I can just walk right over. Hotel across the street, grocery store down the street. Everything's store across the street. Everything. So courthouse, everything's convention center. So I don't even have to do anything unless I'm going to Hollywood or something like that, Beverly Hills, or going somewhere different. But other than that, everything is centered right downtown. Everything around Skid Row is right like 2 blocks from me.
Robin, what would if you were going to fill in that blank, how would you fill it in?
First, I got to get on a bicycle. That's the one.
They have motorized.
It's like riding. You never forget how to ride a bike.
I know, guys.
I've heard that until I saw a guy crash that hadn't ridden for about 30 years. Seriously, they said that same statement. You never forget how to ride a bike. He went about 3 pedals and went over like dominoes. So I think that is just a myth. I don't think that's facts.
Well, we're going to find out. Give us a call. Let us know if you want to participate in our event or whether it's just going to be 4 of us riding around in our T-shirts downtown Tampa.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need a permit for this. I don't know if we need a permit, but I'm pretty sure they got bike lanes down there.
You don't need a permit. I guess if it turns out to be a large crowd, but that would be seen because we'll be moving. So I'm not even, would you constitute that as a protest?
And what's the plan? Sure. Does the bike just go continuously around the block over and over and over and over within traffic? That's what because that would be pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea.
That'd be a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, and I want to participate. Yeah. And I'll buy the T-shirts.
I think that, again, I keep expressing this, that I should not be off if there are no arrests, then that makes that prosecutor powerless. So,
True.
True.
We haven't heard from the city of Tampa what
right.
The Tampa Police Department, the chief of police, the mayor.
Because that was one reason why a lot of people, were against her because all the harm it caused, and she was in a supervisory status or something of that nature. I'm not sure what it was, but it'd be nice if, like I said, just like they gave a press conference, she gives a press conference. Just saying, hey, we know the harm that has caused in the community. We've talked about this because I told her when I was here in meetings that, hey, listen, just we've gone through it. Just when you're coming out, just talk about what you're coming out to talk about. Don't have that hesitation about the biking situation because you're the chief now. But now that this prosecutor has rescinded whatever Andrew did around that, and the Tampa Police Department has done work to recognizing the harm and recognizing whatever the justice group outlined. Then I think this is the time when she does have to say something.
Yeah, maybe Andrew Warren will come ride with us. That would be good.
Yeah,
we're inviting everybody. We got to pick a date. Though, but it's got to be during the week for it to even matter.
Well, then you want to do it. Then you want to do it on a Friday.
Okay, on a Friday.
Yeah, that's if you really want to get some attention, then you do it on a Friday. Everybody's going to be out. Everybody's going to be ready to get to moving. Everybody's going to be ready to go. And here you are with 10,000 bicycles going around over and over and over. I would say
maybe like 11:30 or something, close to the
lunch hour. Right, close to lunch. Right, 11 o'clock. Yeah.
See, it's coming together already.
11 o'clock, and you moving.
Now we just got to pick a day.
When it's not hot.
Well, I don't know how you're going to do that one. I guess you're going to do that
forget about that. Because it's going to be hot.
The weather's changing, though, so.
Yeah, that one, I don't know about that one. Hot, I don't know you get around that one. I forgot. I just thought, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock, it's going to be open.
That's good.
Okay. That's good. It doesn't bother me.
We'll open up a fire hydrant. We could all ride.
You know what? I've always seen that on shows, and I was like, wow, that looked like it was fun. They just open a fire hydrant and water goes everywhere, and the kids, play in the water. I was like, wow, that we didn't do anything like that in Tampa. But that was neat.
Hold up, we got a caller. Caller, welcome to the Call for Help show.
Thank you. I would like Ms. Rebein to emphasize the success of her effort for voting. Last weekend, I was there, and so how is your mother doing? Have a blessed day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So for those who are unaware, my mom is in the hospital again. She's in ICU. But all prayers, I accept all prayers. She's a resilient woman with tenacity, and prayers got her through the first incident. And we're going to say the devil is a liar with this one also. So that's, if you see me, my mom is 10 times me. So
I don't think I can handle that.
My mom is, she's a whippersnapper. She remembered.
She's a whippersnapper.
Oh God, she is.
Whippersnapper.
She is on it. She is on it. She remembers everything. And I have first cousins, Michelle and Sophie. They've recently passed. And I was telling my mom, I said, I don't see why they liked you. You were so mean, but they love my mom.
She must have been a good cook.
Why you say that?
Well, you can get past somebody being mean if they're a good cook.
No, my mom was a good cook. She was a good cook. She was a disciplinarian. She provided discipline with a look.
Yeah.
She's a pinch you, but just her presence provided, because we didn't get a lot of whippings, or we call them whippings, but we didn't get a lot of whippings. But now she would punish the heck out of you. So, caller, thank you for asking about my mom. And like I said, just continued prayers. I appreciate it. The event Saturday, it was hot as heck out there. That's why I said what I said. It was hot.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm cool with it.
But with all of the advertisement, with all the conversations, C. Blythe Andrews Library had not had, they had one day prior to ours that they had 100 votes come in. And on Saturday, there was 230 votes that came in. So the awareness, the people that came out, the people that dropped off their mail, what do you call it? Mail-in ballots.
Ballot.
You know, it was a success, and just the idea that it was just something that we were doing to bring awareness around voting. So that won't be our last time. And that weekend, Souls to the Polls was there, and you know, in that precinct, it was over 500 votes that came in.
That's awesome. Now you had food too.
Oh yeah. So thank you, Paul. Paul, we had fish and grits. We had barbecue chicken, ribs with baked beans and potato salad, and we had hamburgers, hot dogs, and chips.
Wow.
And a lot of water and cake. A lot of cake. Gail, the assistant with Pastor Jones' church. Oh my God! Let me tell you something. We paid a pretty penny for those cakes, right? And Diane Hart, she said, "Girl, we could have just got a thing and just cut it up." She tasted that girl cake. She said, "Oh my God." She put her foot in it.
Well, maybe we could get rent out the park somewhere downtown and you know, have a little food after our bike ride.
Because we would need that. A lot of water,
Yeah, it'd be nice.
That. But no, it was good. It was you know, it was good. It was, and it's more to come. So
good.
Hey, you know, Robin, I heard you said how mom would pinch you, how she was a good pincher. See, that's the right era we come from, because my mom was such a great pincher. She literally would practice tying her shoelaces with my skin on my arm. When I would do something like be in church, I keep making that noise. She'd just reach over there and just put it in angles you never thought. But now when I look back on that, you can't do that anymore. They'll send you to jail for that. And those were things that she wasn't beating me, but it got my attention because I was being bad. And she needed that pinch. You got me back with that one.
We would be in the store, and because you know, kids like to run through the clothes, and my mom, the salesperson would be looking, saying, "Well, darn, I ain't see nobody get a whooping," because we're standing up there crying because my mom would, she would get enough skin to pinch you. Oh my God, that hurt.
We used to crack up laughing. Turn it down.
I don't think anybody's gonna send you to jail for pinching your kid.
Man, these days, man, you go to that kid, say you hit him and you got a bruise on your arm, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it bruises you.
Well, a pinch not for bruise. I told you my mom was practicing tying up her shoelaces with my skin. She was putting it together, man. That was a bruise. But you stopped doing what you were doing immediately. Yeah. I needed more of them.
Yeah, my mom, she didn't, you know, she was a little small lady, so she wasn't getting up. She hit me a couple times with the broom handle when she was sweeping. But for the most part, hey, if I came home late from a party, I just stayed out because I knew I was going to get punished for a month.
Maximized it.
I just said, you know what? I'm already in trouble, so
maximized it.
Yeah. Wouldn't see the day. She did not play. And came out with my sister. I remember I went to a party like where Robles Park is. It was
Robles Park.
Pat Coleman's, not Pat Coleman's. Forgot her name, but they lived right in front of the pond, and she had a birthday party or something. And my mom would wake my sister and brother up, come looking for me. I was like, darn, I'm already late, so I am going to be on punishment, so might as well have fun.
So you grew up here in Tampa, right, Robin?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
But she was
I'm trying to think what you were saying. Robles? What would you
Oh,
say?
Robles Park.
Yeah, I'm trying to place that. I know where it is, but I can't get the
Off of
street.
Central and Lake.
You've been there.
Central.
You've been there, Malcolm. We went
Okay,
there.
gotcha. Okay, all right, gotcha. Now it just hit.
Huh.
I'm in a lot of different cities, so I had to hit the hit. That's all.
Hold
Now I
up.
got it.
We got to.
Okay.
Yes.
We got to
Central
call
Lake.
it. Call
All
it.
right.
The Call for Help show.
Yes, I want to know. I want to know. Did y'all get the update on people going to vote and end up going to jail? What's going on with that?
Well, I haven't heard about that happening in Tampa. I did hear that. I mean, obviously, there's a new commission, I guess it's called, commission, court, whatever, to prosecute people who voted illegally. And there was a press conference, I think, last week where they announced that they were going to be prosecuting some people who voted in the last election who were, I think some of them were felons who weren't eligible to get their rights restored because of the type of crime that they committed.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other ones were, but I haven't heard about anything like that happening in Tampa yet. Do you know anything, Robin?
I think there were like 6 people. I thought it was Tampa. With 6 people that was arrested.
Oh, I for some reason I thought it was in South Florida.
Oh no, yeah, it was. I think it was a couple here in Tampa, and although you get your rights restored, and so that's part of the education, right? That's part of the education because they say, hey, your rights get restored if you don't owe any money and so forth. But it also has to do with the crime, it's on the tip of my tongue. Sexual assault, I think sexual assault, maybe with kids,
Right.
possibly, and murder are 2 things that you can't get your.
Hold up, we got another caller. Caller, welcome to the Call for Help show.
Good morning. I would like to just clarify you on the last statement. There have been 20 individuals in the state of Florida that have been charged with voting illegally, and approximately there's a question whether it's 5 or 6 in Hillsborough County. I know there was an article about one young lady who was 54 years old. She was arrested. She had to pay $200 to get out of jail, and she still feels that she's going to lose her job. Now, she had a voter's card, so there is a misconnect with the election supervisor's office and your right to vote. But what I'd like to tell you this, I'm almost confident that most of the people who cannot vote, well, let me backtrack. The 2 charges that if you're ex-felon, if you committed a sex crime or murder, then you're exempt from voting, which I think, as I discussed that on Wednesday night with the prisoners, I think that your crime should not determine whether you have the right to vote. But first of all, I have been advocating the fact. Did you know the direct consequences of your plea when you enter the plea bargain? And I will guarantee you, most of the people who are being arrested did not know the direct consequences of their plea. According to Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure 147.1 and 3.17.2, then you have to go and read Florida Statute 938.27 and 938.29. It says this: when you get a public defender, you are mandated to pay that fee, and you can't vote or complete your sentence until you have completed all of the conditions of your plea bargain. And first of all, I will guarantee over 50% of the people who enter the plea bargain, they were not advised by the judge nor the defense counsel. And in that case, that is a direct violation of their rights according to the statutes. And most lawyers today, they are doing that. But when I was convicted, they did not advise us of that. And then half of the people that I talked to in prison, I sent out a survey that was in the Florida settlement, and 75 people sent back their survey saying they were not advised by the defense counsel or by the judge of the direct consequences of the plea. In other words, you can serve a 5-year sentence day for day, and you cannot pay your fines and fees. You have not completed the conditions of your sentence, which is illegal. And that's in violation of the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution, which is cruel and unusual punishment to complete your sentence and not be able to vote. But too many people.
All right.
So,
very confusing.
Well, thank you, and we've I know we've talked about that on the show before, but it's it's a good point to bring up. To me, if you got a voter card, if you got a registration card from the supervisor of elections, you should not be prosecuted for that. I mean, if you weren't supposed to be voting, it should be on them to tell you that you're not supposed to be voting. And to me, it's sending a message, scaring people from voting. Well, I don't know.
That's the intent, is to scare people and not voting. But again, so and Diane talked about it on her show earlier. If you if you have gotten your rights restored, just pick up the phone and make a phone call just to ensure, because I don't think the supervisor of elections checks it. I don't know, and maybe we should bring Craig Latimer on, because what's the process when they say that they have been they are a felon? I know there's another step that goes into that process once they check that box on the application. So what are the next steps? Do they go and check the arrest history to make sure, or are they is that person signing an affidavit, which I'm pretty sure they're signing an affidavit saying that this and this has happened and they're fine. So, maybe we should bring Craig on to identify this stuff.
Okay, well, and also, let's say you find 20 people out of however many million people that voted. Is it really worth the funds, time, and the effort to prosecute those people? I mean, just say, okay, well, your vote is not going to count then.
Right.
But don't we have more important things to?
With that, Governor, he's doing what he wants to do. So he wants to send a message, and that's going to cause people to hesitate. Even if they are rightfully eligible to vote, they're going to be afraid to vote. But he just does things to make you go through the process of overturning it. And he could be dead wrong. He knows he's dead wrong, but he's providing that narrative to bring fear in you.
And we don't have great turnout anyway. So shouldn't we be encouraging more people to vote, not discouraging?
Well, he knows that he got hell on his hands come November, and he's trying to discredit a whole lot of stuff by sending messages out, taking Andrew out of office to scare the other electives, doing this thing with the voters to, scare people from coming out and voting. So he's just doing stuff that, just to do it. And you spend the time to undo it.
Well, it's sad. And, I hope that the people that got caught up in this, are able to show that they at least believe that they were able to vote. Maybe somebody told them they could, and it was wrong. But we got another caller. Welcome to Call4Help show.
Yes, I just want to comment on the voting. I think it was a political stunt by Stan Sebastian, another story. The lady, Miss Oliver in Tampa, according to what I read in the paper, and I actually looked at the voter application, she did everything right. Nobody disputed that, said that she lied or didn't tell them was a felon. It appears to be as a breakdown in the database system, because if she put an application in stating she a felon, you would think they would investigated in the processing system and rejected and sent her a letter saying she's ineligible instead of sending her a voter registration card.
You would
So
think.
with that, yeah, you would think. And with that, she had a voter registration card. So that means you eligible according to supervisor of election. So it is a political stunt. It's a breakdown in the processing are as both. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you. I agree. That should be a total defense. Hey, I disclosed I was a felon. Okay,
Yeah.
we got one more call. Caller, welcome to the Call for Help show. Caller.
Yes, this is Yusuf Barnes.
Hello. Go ahead.
Yes, okay. Hi, this is Yusuf Barnes, a chiropractor.
Yes.
Yes, I'm one of the guests on the show today.
Okay. You must be a guest on the next show. So hold on, sit tight. We're almost done here. Normally they're cutting us off by now. I thought, man, they must not have something lined up for after us, and they're just going to.
Maybe Daryl's not coming on.
But anyway, I guess our time is up. Look forward to speaking to the gentleman who just called, or listen to him on the next show. But we will see you all next time on the Call for Help show. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You